Hello race fans and welcome to the Kansas Speedway for the running of the SFP 250 round number 3 of the 2014 NASCAR Camping World Truck Series season, which brings us here to our second night race of the season and our first ever race under the lights at the Kansas Speedway. Starting on the front row, two young drivers, number 29 of Ryan Blaney will start on the pole alongside a guy who got a very impressive qualifying run for a small team. That's the 5 of John West Townley. Row 2, we got a couple of teammates from Red Horse Racing, Timothy Peters in the 17 and Brian Eichler now driving the number 7. And then looking on row 3, two more teammates. The number 18 of Parker Kligerman and the 51 is boss Cal Busch. As we look at the rest of the top 10, Brad Keselowski in the 2, Cale Gale in the 30, Darrell Wallace in the 54, and Ross Chastain in the 92 will be your top 10. Now we're going to send you through the field and show you the rest of your starting grid, beginning with Johnny Sauter. Completing the field will be the 02 of Tyler Young and the 07 of Clint King. Coming to this race with a 4-point lead is the 21 of Joey Coulter. First time in his career he is leading the points, and he's going to be leading the points with a brand new team and not really the most funded team in the truck series, GMS Racing, Joey Coulter. And they have a 4-point lead on another surprising team, the 24, Brendan Newberry. And 30 points, Newberry's teammate, the non-team of Nelson Piquet Jr. Fourth in points is Ross Chastain in the 92, who is now moved to this team as he was with BKR. He's now with Ricky Benton Motorsports. And completing the top 5 in the standings is the 77 of Herman Quiroga. As we take you back up through the field, 36 trucks are lined up on the grid hoping to take home the checkered flag or at least just a well-needed finish. Time to crank up these engines as we're going to take you down to trackside so we can get most famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines! Is that okay?
As the pace truck will lead the field onto the racetrack so they can begin their pace laps. We will take you to the green flag when we come back to Kansas Speedway. Following along with the number 07 of Clint King, one of the two drivers making their NASCAR Camping World Truck Series debuts this weekend at Kansas, driving the SS Greenlight Racing Machine. The other driver making their debut is Ross Kenseth, and yes, the son of former Cup Series champion Matt Kenseth. Time to take you back up to the front. Ryan Blaney and John West Townley, two young guns on the front row. Who will get the good jump on the start? We're about to find out as the green flag at Kansas is about to be displayed. Green flag is out. And Ryan Blaney gets a good jump there on the start and releases off into turn 1 for the first time tonight. Timothy Peters got a good jump. He moves past by the 5 of Townley, now bringing Kligerman and the 18 along with them. They head down the back straightaway. Kligerman on the inside of John West Townley. Here comes Keselowski in the 2, making it 3 wide for 3rd place. And we got a truck in the wall in the back. The 92 in the 30. 92's off pace, so it's the 30. That's Cale Gale and Ross Chastain. And now we got about to lead the 17 Timothy Peters to the inside. Ryan Blaney. Look at Darrell Wallace. Started in Matt Crafton. They both started outside the top 10. Crafton almost started outside the top 15. He's now up inside the top 5, and we're only on lap 2. Now Townley crosses lanes, moves to the bottom of Crafton in the 88. As we look back up to the front, we do see the 17 of Timothy Peters, now our new leader, being followed by the 29 of Ryan Blaney. Here's the 92 Chastain. Did not get a good jump there on the start. Got pushed to the outside, got in the wall. And as you see, he's now in last place, following the 63 of Justin Jennings. The 2 of Brad Keselowski chasing his teammate the 29 around Blaney, and here comes Matt Crafton on the inside trying to get third away. Crafton won this race last year, but it was under the daytime. This is the first ever in Kansas Speedway history that we are having a NASCAR race under the lights, as they just installed lights about a year ago. So this is the first, and we're going to see how much the racing is going to change as we're racing under the nighttime. Crafton got around Brad Keselowski, now works on the back bumper of the 29 around Blaney. Here he comes to the inside, as Timothy Peters trying to pull away. The top three are all Truck Series regulars. Now, actually four of the top 5 are all Truck Series regulars, as Herman Quiroga is going to make a pass on 2 trucks in 1 turn. 2-for-1 deal for Herman Quiroga as he gets inside the top 5. Take you through the field outside the top 5. Kyle Busch in the 51 did not get the best initial start. He's right now 7th. Tyler Reddick in the 19 has worked his way up into 8th place, having a great run. John West Townley's back to 9th, and Johnny Sauter almost just outside the top 10. He is currently holding the 10th spot. Jed Burton 11th, being Kennedy. Brian Eichler is now 13th. Joey Coulter and Brendan Newberry. Parker Klugerman back to 16th. Ross Kenseth, Justin Lofton, Frank Kimmel, and Scott Riggs. See Chastain and Cale Gale trying to work their way up through the pack, and here comes Crafton, who did lead that last time by. Loses the lead now to the 17 of Peters, and here comes Herman Quiroga. What a great showing from that 77 of Herman. Has never been to victory lane, and he's going to work on the inside of his teammate Peters for the lead. Peters fighting hard there on the outside. Now Crafton gets right behind the 77 of Quiroga. It looks like Herman will be able to clear the 17, but as he does that, he's now pushed to high side by the 88 of Matt Crafton, who's trying to get the lead back. This could allow the 2 of Keselowski, the 29 of Blaney, 54 of Wallace, and the 19 of Reddick to close the gap as Reddick to the inside of Wallace. This 19 of Tyler Reddick is fast, making his, I believe it's just his 4th start of his career in the Kevin World Truck Series, making his first start for BKR, and getting off to a really good start as he passed veteran Kyle Busch. Now goes by the 54 of Darrell Wallace. Herman Quiroga has been able to get the lead and has now been able to check out on the 17 of Timothy Peters and the 88 of Matt Crafton. Let's see where's our points leader in 2nd place. Brendan Newberry and Joey Coulter. Newberry having another solid run right now inside the top 15. This being Kennedy, one of our Rookie of the Year contenders. Parker Klugerman started inside the top 5. He's now slipped outside the top 15, so that 18 truck was really struggling early in the race. Justin Lofton, Mason Mingus, Jeff Agnew, Frank Kimmel, Nelson Piquet, Riggs, Tyler Young, Jimmy Weller, Derek Thorne, Clint King, Jason White, Raj Chastain, and Miguel Paludo. Your top 30 is Paludo having a not so good night right now, as he's almost outside the top 30. That 32 has not been fast all weekend. Sean Core, Noah Benning, Caleb Holloman, Jennings, McCumbee, and Cale Gale got in the wall. You can see the damage on the right side of that Ream Chevrolet, and it's really cut the performance on that number 30 truck. As Timothy Peters and Matt Crafton has been able to close the gap on Timothy's teammate Herman Quiroga. They've now gotten the 2 of Keselowski just a little bit closer to their bumper, as the 17 and the 88 are fighting hard for the 2nd place and trying to gain as much time as they can on the 77 of Quiroga. Seems like whoever's passing the other truck, Crafton and Peters, they usually make up the most time on leader Quiroga. And Herman had a great start of the season. Right now, Herman is 5th in points. Things say the same, he could be our points leader for the first time in his short career. Let's see where our pole sitter Ryan Blaine is currently running, about to be passed by rookie contender Tyler Reddick, his teammate. There's the 2 KBM trucks of Darrell Wallace and Cal Busch. Townley and Burton, your top 10. Here's veteran Johnny Sauter in the 98. Here's the 20 of Ross Kenseth, moving my Joey Coulter. Ross making his Truck Series debut in this 20 truck for NTS Motorsports. And the 88 of Matt Crafton has taken the lead away from Herman Quiroga and Timothy Peters. Now moves by the 77 of Quiroga as well. And the 2 of Keselowski has not really been able to gain that much time with these guys battling. As Tamayo was about 3/10 quicker than the 77 of Quiroga, as he looks to be inside of Peters for second place. So far, the first 15 laps we have been green, clean. We did get up a little rocky start there with Cale Gale and Ross Chastain. Chastain's worked his way up almost inside the top 25 right now. He is 27th, like Cale Gale in the 30 is not so lucky as he has the damage, a lot of damage, and you can see it's really affecting that machine. There's Chad McCumbee in the 99 off pace. And Quiroga kind of sideways there off turn 4, but he keeps it together as we're going to be coming now to 11 to go. Matt Crafton trying to go back-to-back wins at the Kansas Speedway. Won here last year, edging points leader Joey Coulter. Timothy Peters, 8th in points. Still looking for his first championship. He has a lot of wins in the Truck Series. We know he's really good on the super speedways, good on the short tracks, and even good on the mile-and-a-half tracks. We see a lot of straight out of the 17 team over the couple of seasons. They have not been able to seal the deal on their championship hopes. Then here's the 2, Brad Keselowski, number 2, making one of, I believe, 6 scheduled starts for him this season. Yeah, I know the former Cup Series champion has never been to victory lane, and we got some pit stops going on. Crafton, Quiroga, Peters, Keselowski, Cal Busch, and Ryan Blaney, John West Townley, Eichler, Burton, and I believe Kligerman are all in pit road. So the leader is going to be the 54 of Darrell Wallace, along with the 19 of Tyler Reddick. Johnny Sauter, Brendan Newberry, and Ben Kennedy now in top 5 as the leaders stayed out. Kenseth, Mingus, Lofton, Weller, and Kimmel. That should change though as Sauter, Newberry, Kennedy comes in. Trying to get slowed. Lofton and Weller almost made contact entering pit road. As Crafton and Quiroga gets out first. Peters not the best pit stop for the 17. Question is, if these guys who just came in, like Wallace, like Tyler Reddick, how good of a pit stop will they get? And can they get out in front of the 88 of Crafton? I think they might be able to. Here comes the 88 of Crafton, Quiroga side by side. It's going to be extremely close with these two guys. Looks like the 77 and the 88 will prevail as these two guys looks like are going to be able to battle for the lead and the win as they have left the 17 of Timothy Peters now down to 5th place. Keselowski looks like he'll blend in 6th. Jed Burton 7th. Johnny Sauter, Ryan Blaney, and either John West Townley or Brendan Newberry, whoever gets run off turn 4. Looks like it'll be Townley getting pushed by the 7 of Brian Eichler. Now Tyler Reddick to the inside of Darrell Wallace. The 92 of Chastain and the 30 of Cale Gale have went a lap down. I guess because they wanted to get their trucks a little bit more, try to get them fixed a little bit better. And here comes the 88 of Crafton to the inside of Herman Quiroga. 6 to go at the line. The Fastest lap in this race has been set by the 77 of Herman Quiroga at a 29:49. Crafton is second, Reddick, Keselowski, and Cal Busch. Really surprised that we have not seen a 51 up front yet today. He had a horrible pit stop. He's right now 14th after a terrible pit stop for the 51 of Cal Busch. Timothy Peters has got around Tyler Reddick and Darrell Wallace, and he is a lot quicker than Crafton and Quiroga. They continue to be side by side. Will that allow the 17 of Peters to close the gap? It is right now 1.9 seconds with the 88 and the 77 on third place Timothy Peters, but we only have now 4 laps remaining. You can tell because these guys running side by side. Peters has a little bit more, is running very quicker. I mean, you can see his speed right now over these two guys had like a speed of like 174 on the front straightaway, and Peters had like a 177. And Peters knocked over 6/10 of their lead last time by. So he is coming, but does he have enough time? 3 laps remaining at Kansas, now 0.8 of a second, but separating the 88, the 77, and the 17. Peters is coming, and he's coming in a hurry, but does the time allow him to get up there and make a move? As they continue to run side by side, Matt Crafton on the inside, Herman Quiroga on the outside, Peters continuing to close. They come off turn 4, there'll be 2 laps of racing to go. Quiroga got a great run off turn 4, and he will get the lead. And now Peters gets to the back bumper of the 88 of Crafton as they head off into turn 1. And it's going to be the biggest lap of Herman Quiroga's life, looking for his first career win. Here comes Timothy Peters after he was about 2 seconds back. About 3 laps to go. Now up front, can he get the win? Will he steal a win from his teammate, or will he help his teammate get the win? White flag is in the air, 1 lap to go. Quiroga had a good tune, but here comes Peters, and he's going to look to the inside. Now Crafton goes to the inside of Peters. That's what Herman wants. Peters has 1 more chance off turn 4. He looks to the inside. Wheel the momentum off turn 4. Carry Herman down to the start and finish on first. Here they come. Timothy Peters gets the win at Kansas. And we got one truck smoking as the 17 of Peters. What a pass by the 17. There's the 82 Sean Corr. 75 of Caleb Hallman has crashed on the last lap. Oh my goodness. Timothy Peters 2 seconds back and with about 5 laps remaining, with his teammate Herman Quiroga and the 88 of Matt Crafton battling for the lead. Peters was able to close the gap and pick up his first win ever at Kansas. Let's go back and see what the caution came out for, as this race must have ended the yellow flag. Oh, Justin Lofton ended up spinning around. Looks like he's went a little bit high in turns 3 and 4. Clint King might come up in front of the 6. No, he's going to get turned right there by the 14, Derek Thorne, the rookie. Right there he gets turned, and Lofton comes back up the track. Oh, Jeff Agnew got a big piece of that as well. Jennings got by, Scott Riggs gets by Paluto, but Sean Corr, Caleb Hallman not too lucky. Jason White was able to get through, but four trucks extremely damaged here on the front straightaway. Agnew and Lofton were transported to pit road. Hallman and Corr was able to drive the trucks back to pit road, but it's like they might be able. Looks like Sean Corr and Hallman might be able to complete the race. Depends what the pit stalls are. And looks like Jeff Agnew will be the only one who will be credited with a DNF. So let's go and show you the rest of your finishing results. Top 5, Tyler Reddy gets the 6th place finish. Great run for that rookie. Jeb Burton, Ryan Blaney, the pole center, gets 8th. Cal Busch and John West Townley, your top 10. A great top 10 for Townley. Ryan Eichler, Brendan Newberry, Johnny Sauter, Joey Coulter, Nelson P.K. Jr., rookie Mason Mingus, Parker Klugerman, Ben Kennedy, Jimmy Weller, and Ross Kenseth. Your top 20. Tyler Young, Frank Kimmel, Clint King, Derek Thorne, Justin Jennings, Scott Riggs, Miguel Paludo, Jason White, Norman Benning, Chad McCumbee, and Jeff Agnew. The only guy will be getting a DNF, even though he does finish 31st. Lofton Core, Holloman, Chastain, and Kel Gale will complete the field of the 36 starters. So that is all from the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series race at the Kansas Speedway. I believe, if I'm correct, round 4 will be at Charlotte. So, until next time, we'll see you there. Remember, the NASCAR's Pickup Series race live from the Kansas Speedway will be up soon, along with the NASCAR Nissan Series race at Iowa Speedway. Look out for those 2 races, as that is all for the Truck Series, and we'll see you next time. Here comes the celebration screen from number 17 of Timothy Peters.